What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. I had to talk about this, man. It's been swirling around. One of the officers who were responsible for the murder of Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky, has decided that he wants to sue, or that he's going to sue Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, who was in the house the night that they stormed in and murdered her, and he fired a shot that allegedly struck this officer in the leg. We'll get into that part a little bit later on, but this speaks to the arrogant and insensitive nature that some of these racist police officers hold within themselves. Now, he is suing Kenneth Walker, who's Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, who was there that night. Jonathan Mattingly, the police officer, he is suing Kenneth Walker for what he is labeling as severe trauma, mental anguish, and emotional distress. Now, think about those three terms as we move forward into this quick little conversation that we're gonna have. Now, Kenneth Walker was in the house, and I feel like 999 out of 1,000 people would have reacted to that situation the same way if somebody was busting into your house and you had no idea who it was. So for all of you who said, well, they announced, nope. There were witnesses, there were at least 10 witnesses that said, nope, they never heard anyone announce that they were the police coming in. So Kenneth Walker, again, did what 999 out of 1,000 would have did, because it's always that one that probably wouldn't have done nothing. So I'm going to leave that open. Legal gun owner, licensed gun owner, had every right to have that weapon and had every right to use that weapon if he felt like him and Breonna's life was being threatened, according to y'all's constitution. So we're faced with a situation now where another set of officers, thanks to people like sellouts like Daniel Cameron who allow it, they are in a situation now where they never take the responsibility, and it's always somebody else's fault no matter what they do. And then you have people who sympathize and apologists who ride with them. Officer Mattingly's lawyer describes what Kenneth Walker did in protecting that home, or attempting to protect it. He described it as being outrageous, intolerable, and said it offends all acceptable standards of decency and morality. You laying in the house with your significant other, y'all chilling 1 minute, then the next minute it's a hell of gunfire going on in the house that you was just chilling in, peaceful and quiet. And then when the smoke clears, literally, your significant other is dead and shot up. You made an attempt to defend the household. And those actions are being described as outrageous, intolerable, and that it offends all acceptable standards of decency and morality. That sounds like it should be applied to the police officers. So they roll stealing right now. Their actions describe what I just said. And if anybody should be suffering from severe trauma, mental anguish, and emotional distress, it would be Kenneth Walker. Because imagine going through that, seeing it unfold, seeing the aftermath, and then you got to live with that for the rest of your life. Imagine the visions in your mind, the dreams you might have, the images that randomly, look, man, I've seen some stuff in my day, man. And some of the things that I've seen have happened like decades ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I still see that stuff, man. So just imagine something on that level in the mental anguish that he has to deal with. Now, Mattingly was shot in the leg, allegedly by Kenneth Walker, but the police ballistics report have not even been able to conclusively prove that the bullet came from Kenneth Walker's gun. So he might have got shot by one of his own scary police officers. Might have got shot by one of them, because they always got to come mobbed up when it comes to dealing with black people, and they got to come mobbed up because they scared, and they got all of the tools and all of the weapons. So this lawsuit that's being carried out by Officer Mattingly is one of the most disrespectful things I ever seen in my life. He's talking about how he's a victim and his family is a victim. But you going home to your family. They still seeing you, and that shot you took that might have came from one of your own co-workers is gonna heal. He's already healed. And there are no charges against him. There are no charges against the other two officers other than the little lightweight wanton endangerment charge that got charged against the other cop, Hankerson. And that's all thanks to the good little boy, I'm patting him on his head, the good little boy Daniel Cameron, who did not even present the grand jury with the option for homicide charges. So all this stuff ties in together. And if it was anybody else, I remember when Kyle Rittenhouse went out of his way, and him and his mama drove all the way up to Kenosha, all the way up to Wisconsin. I don't say all the way up, he didn't come from that far. To be a good patriot and ended up killing somebody. And I remember just reading comments and seeing people talk about how great of a hero he was and how he did such a great job as an American, and they just defended him, and he wasn't even supposed to have a weapon. But I'm not hearing nobody defending Kenneth Walker for defending somebody breaking into his house or Breonna's house, whoever house it was, for those of you who like to nitpick. So you show yourself to be what you actually are. But leave your comments below and holler at your big brother. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.